Okay.
How do you want to start this?
I don't know. Let's just talk to each other.
Tell me, what are you feeling right now?
I don't know. I feel like it's been a weird day for me.
Why has it been a weird day for you?
I don't know. I just put out new music today, but I don't know. I feel maybe it feels a little anticlimactic. Is that the right word? Like, I don't know. I've worked so hard on this project for like every day for so long, and I'm kind of like not sure what to do with myself. I don't know. I think I have something wrong with me. Like I think I have. I don't know. I think I have trouble feeling like happy or something for myself. Like when it comes to my own self. Like I find it hard to celebrate my own victories. If that makes sense.
Do you want to talk about the new music?
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
Like, what does it mean to you? How does it feel different?
I think this music is different, like from my past music, because I think, gosh, that's a weighted question. Like I've just grown so much since I put out music last, and I think the biggest thing is just really having the space to make this EP on my own without that many opinions in the way, and so that was really special for me and sort of very empowering in a sense.
Where are we right now?
We're like a block away from where I live in New York City. I'm not telling you exactly where, but I've actually never been to this park before. It's really nice. Feels honestly really relaxing to be outside. I forget that there's like sunshine outside sometimes.
Did you grow up in New York?
I grew up on the eastern end of Long Island, like 2 hours outside of the city, and I grew up in like a really small sort of like beach town, and yeah, it was sort of hard, I think, growing up in a small town. I think I would have actually done a lot better or had an easier time if I had grown up in a city setting, because I think I really thrive off of feeling like no one is like knows much about me. I don't know. It kind of feels suffocating growing up in a small town where everybody thinks they know everything about you, but they don't. I definitely have like a major fear of being misunderstood, and I've noticed in myself that I feel sort of like I feel really anxious when I feel like my intentions or who I am as a person is not understood, if that makes sense.
How do you think your old music relates to you now? And do you feel like people are going to be surprised, or like what kind of growth have you gone?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about what people are going to think about this music, because I actually think it's a lot different than my old music. Different in the sense that I've just like learned so much as a writer and a producer, and I've grown, and so I think I've like, the best way I can explain it is I've spent a lot of my life feeling like a complete outsider, and so I feel like most of my life I've just been like changing parts of myself, ignoring parts of myself, like dulling parts of myself, or sort of suppressing aspects of myself in order to make other people feel comfortable or happy, or make myself feel like I fit in. And I don't know, like I'm just like really, I've come such a long way. Like I don't feel like I I don't feel like I care anymore what anyone thinks, and I actually feel like I don't suppress anything about myself anymore. And so with that, I think, you'll hear that in the music. Like, I am just like saying exactly what I want to say.
What's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing to do is I really love cooking, actually. I think I'm a pretty good cook, and I just love anything creative, really. I don't know. I just love making things. I like cleaning. I love playing sports, like being active.
You like cleaning?
I do like cleaning. I don't know if I like cleaning. I really, really, really love the idea of like a very clean space. It makes me feel like I can like breathe. I think I have some anxiety that I don't know. I can't tell if I have anxiety about cleanliness or cleanliness helps my general anxiety. But when I do clean and things feel good, I feel like I can breathe and focus on other things.
How do you feel like your mental health has been marked?
My mental health has been a little rocky. Overall, I've been very happy lately, but I can definitely pinpoint in myself that I sometimes struggle with like allowing myself to celebrate things I work hard on. My music's out today, and I've worked so hard on this EP and all the visuals and all the music down to every last detail, and like you would think I would be so excited, and like I've cried like 5 times today, and I just feel overwhelmed and anxious, and I have no idea why. So
Do you think you're anxious because it's out in the world and people judge it now?
I don't really feel like it doesn't make me anxious to know that people are like hearing the music. Like, I actually love that. I actually think what makes me maybe anxious is like uncertainty of what's to come, or like maybe feeling a little lost. Like, I've just worked so hard on this project, and I've put every minute of every day into it, and now what, So maybe I feel worried.
Have you felt this way in the past?
I think I have felt this way in the past. I remember every time I've ever released music feeling super depressed that day, and I don't know why. I just pick apart everything. Everything's wrong. Everything's not right, and then a few days later, I can look back and feel fine. But I don't know. I'm such a perfectionist. Like, I piss myself off because I'm just I pick apart everything. I want everything to be perfect. I literally annoy everybody so much. Like, in my life, like, my team thinks I'm insane. I'm literally like calling them at every hour, like, this isn't right. We have to fix this. We need to do this. Can we do this differently? Like, I'm like, they'll, down to every last thing, like, they'll create like anything that anybody has ever made for me, down to like the dumbest little graphic for something that doesn't even matter. Like, someone will send it to me, and I'll be like, nope, wrong. I have to redesign it, redo it, resend it, and like, I'm probably just a nightmare. But I guess for me, I feel like it's important because like everything needs to feel like me. Like, wherever I'm at in that moment needs to be a reflection in everything I create, because I feel like if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna put music out, I'm gonna be like somebody.
Give us a short explanation of the stripe.
So the stripe on my hair is something that I just woke up one day and wanted to do. I don't know. I just woke up and I saw it in my head, and then I contemplated it just because I was too lazy for like 3 months. And then I finally did it, and I kind of love it. I've actually never seen anybody do this, and I think that's what I love about it. I hate doing things that I've seen on other people. I mean, that's an exaggeration. Of course, I do a lot of things other people do, but like, this excites me that I haven't really seen anybody have this.
Can you tell me about the title track, Help? Because it
So yeah, Help obviously is the title track on my new EP, and it's one of my favorite songs because I feel like there is like quite a story that the whole EP sort of highlights that happened in my personal life. And so I love Help because I feel like it embodies like the whole EP, like it really summarizes everything that was going on. And I think there's an interesting sort of perspective switch that happens between the first verse and the second verse. And really, like, in short, sort of the story is like I started dating someone like 3-4 years ago at this point. And when we first started dating, I fell like really in love really quickly. And unfortunately, they were still very entangled with their previous partner. And unfortunately, I stayed through that, and it was just like really, really painful. And she was sort of still in love with someone else, and I was in love with her, and I knew she loved me, but I found it very hard to understand like how she could love me and love someone else. And that's sort of where the chorus came from. And what's interesting is like the first verse is basically me home alone while she's with this other person, and just like how horrible it made me feel. And then the second verse is just like the opposite, which fast forwards to like a year and a half into our relationship. I started developing feelings for my best friend, and so I really hurt her the same way she hurt me. And so the second verse is like this plot shift where all of a sudden she's at home and I'm with this other person that I'm developing these really strong feelings for. And I'm just like starting to understand how she could care about someone else and also care about me, because I was in the exact same position all of a sudden. And so I think I was questioning, like, can you love somebody if you love somebody else? I was asking that to myself about her, and then all of a sudden I'm asking that to myself about myself. And so that's really, I don't know, I love that song. I feel like, again, it really embodies everything on the EP.
Are you scared of success?
Am I scared of success? Oh. Unfortunately, I think, yeah. I don't want to say I'm scared of success. Like, obviously my biggest dream is for, this music to connect with people and to be able to do this for my whole life. Like, I love performing, and I really love making music and art and sharing it with people and connecting with people in that way. But it makes me nervous, like, because I know when things were connecting in my music the most, I was super busy, and I had no time to be with the people that I loved. And like, I really cherish my relationships with the people that I love in my life. So I'm scared of being apart from them. That's my biggest fear. Favorite TV show is Love Island.
Are you really picky?
I'm extremely picky about everything. Picky about everything.
What would you be if you weren't going to be a singer?
I think if I wasn't a singer, I'd be an interior designer.
Are you spiritual?
I am very spiritual.
What's your sign?
I'm an Aries.